Good evening, my name is Mark T. Fats Clarke Jr., better known as El Fado or Fat Man of the One Family Brass. For me, I was basically born in the jungle. I know that sounds so cliche and what's not, but really and truly that's what it was. My father was one of the original bass drummers for the Saxons superstars, and from when I was born, my first two steps was probably a Mason Park, their jungle practice. I can be real with you. So I had no other choice, and I just moved on from that. I had to cement my own legacy. My first time officially on Bay Street, I think, it might have been Quincentennial Junkanoo, like 92, I think. I think my dad took me out in my bass pants and my bass shirt and I rang my little cowbells. So I was deeply rooted in like backline stuff, like cowbells and drums and stuff like that. And then as I got older, like at the age of 8, I think I started to blow the trumpet. And when I first started, I wasn't really, I can be totally honest, I wasn't really into it because I was so caught up in the drums and stuff. But after a while, and I put in my mind, and I remember it's like a solid 2 weeks, I sit down home and I just start practicing and just looking at my book. And I gone back and I went back to band practice and just, everything just clicked from that. I just was a different person. So I'd say like, I think it was 2001. My dad took me to H.O. Nash, that's where Saxons used to have their brass practice at that time. He took me there, that was like around 7 o'clock one night, and he just was like, you don't gotta be up under me no more. This your time to go and get your own legacy started. So he dropped me there, and at the time the brass theater's name was Oscar Deems. And when he dropped me there, Mr. Davis looked at me and was like, man, I ain't sure, man. He a little small, he only 11. I was only 11 at the time. He's like, man, he a little small. I didn't know he would be able to keep up. He put a piece of music in front of me and the rest is history. From 2001 to 2015, 16, I would say, I was a member of the Saxon Brass. In 2010, I was the trumpet section leader and the song caller. I think I was 20. From 2010 until like, I think 2013. Yeah, 2013. I stayed for a while and then I left. And now I'm currently in the best group in the world. Group that changed my life, you know what I'm saying? Again, the One Family, from the year of 2016 to now. And presently now I am the song caller again and co-trumpet section leader and what's not. For me, over the past, I would say this would be my 23rd year in Junkanoo. From a brass perspective, I'd say I'm probably the 25th or 26th year overall. Junkanoo, I've seen Junkanoo evolve a bit much. I think the biggest advantage that we now have in Junkanoo and that we need to utilize more is the platform that we have now. Because back in the day, you didn't have social media. Everything was either word of mouth or come see it for yourself. You know what they saying? But now that Junkanoo literally we get up Junkanoo in every country in the world. You know what they saying? So this is the type of things that I think now we got to capitalize on and utilize more. And in a way, I think in the long run, it makes Junkanoo in itself a more lucrative investment as well. So for that, I would say that has been the biggest evolution I would say I've seen so far in Junkanoo. But there's still room for improvement. For me, I would say my journey in Junkanoo has been a very, very, very interesting one, if I would say myself. I had a lot of down times. There was a lot of down times. I would say I've been at the wrong end of some very questionable decisions in my life in Junkanoo, but true God, man, I had a day to say, well, I know how to feel to be on the right end now. So hard work don't play. Hard work don't play. Hard work, dedication. You gotta be prepared. Like from a brass perspective, literally, Monday brass practice, Tuesday brass practice, Wednesday brass practice, Thursday Junkanoo practice, Friday catch yourself. Or sometime, you never know, you might have a show, so like, just keep going. So like, you gotta always be on your toes. So like, it's disappointing to go through all that work and still end up with nothing. You know what I'm saying? So like for this present now to say like we just win this 2 straight music and this 2 straight parade, this is a surreal feeling. Like if I could say surreal feeling. I just like to say like anyone would ever doubt themselves in life, man. Oh, that's all you had, man. That's all you had. Better days coming. It can't be dark forever, like they say. My ultimate, you got him this morning moment for me, Boxing Day, it was, well, if you don't know, I guess everyone would know what's the big controversy with Boxing Day and what's not in the whole Chris Brown scenario and what's not, but really and truly, the icing on the cake wasn't even that. It was a song that we had known previously in like the 2019 parade, and it's like, you know, and you got to take that gamble, like, but I wonder if this can work, Trad. And like, and you know, like when like a man with nothing to lose is a very dangerous man. Like when you're back against the wall and you don't get nothing else, but hey, trust me, but like, you'll be surprised to know. But yeah, it's like, and the same Allison Iron song, like the Massive. And when that first hit, when I look around, and I just look around all the day shooting, everyone screaming Warriors, and everyone just like, there's hands in there. It's like, wait, they look like you got them this morning with true buttons. my New Year's moment, boy. Nah, New Year's meant a little bit more to me than Boxing Day. Boxing Day was the breaking of the curse or whatever, if you know, you know. But New Year's was like a cemented moment for me because I was like, for me, every day I was running the brass box and they keep preaching to the fellas like, and I was like, wait, one, they can call it a fluke, like, two, you convince them like, you have no argument, that's a whole year. You can't talk to me like, what you can talk to me, what you win? It ain't nothing for me to have, it's nothing for me to have a conversation about. Just dust yourself off like I've been doing and try again. You know what I'm saying? So like New Year's, it was like trying to get, like keeping people motivated because it's only like 4 days, 5 days break. So, you know, people get locked in days and go, oh, we done win iron, we done farts. No, we ain't win nothing yet. Like, just keeping people motivated and like eyes on the prize. Like, we ain't win nothing yet. Like, if someone else win this New Year's, you got to ride with someone all year. See what I'm saying? So, but mate, you got him the smaller moment from New Year's was probably when we was going into the square playing the dancing queen and looking around and seeing the effect. Like, you know, everyone to say like, oh, if you come to the last of Junkanoo, anyone can be there to see you, this and that. Like, that definitely wasn't the case. It was just like, man, it's like, we prime time now. Like I'm saying, it's like, it honestly felt like a changing of the guard, to say the least. Like all my life I've been in a Junkanoo era where it was predominantly dominated by Saxon Valley. I was even a part of it. I can be real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Saxon Valley, and then you need expansion. That's the only way you can get growth. You know what I'm saying? It's the only way competition can get fast, and like, you know, like, people start to get better. You can help other people. You can help. That way now a new person can come out of nowhere now and say, but you know what, they motivated because one family sit down and they do what they had to do. So what they saying is it's always room for improvement. But yeah, that I would say those were my two cementing moments for me for the two parades. I'm Mark T. Clarke Jr., and this is RushCulture.